features and promotes Ghana and the hidden Africa, the Africa beyond the headlines. She brings the fun factor to fusion cooking and helps dispel myths about African dishes. Her style of cooking is creative African fusion. Paddy is, like I said, front of house and resident chef at Jean-Christophe Novelli's Cookery School in Hertfordshire. She runs a course, or courses on African fusion cuisine called A Plate in the Sun, and she shares the knowledge of spices. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring her out to a rapturous round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Paddy Sloley! Wow, Paddy.
Hi Jason. Hello Basingstoke. How are you? I was here last year, but I wasn't on stage. I was in the corner there cooking up a little storm for you guys. I'm so thrilled to be here today. So thrilled. I brought the sun with me. I actually booked the sunshine for you guys, okay? I can see this lady. Where is the sun? It's coming.
We have seen it today, the sun. It has been out.
It has been. It's been such a pleasure.
It's
you
amazing.
know, weather like this takes me right back home to Ghana, where I'm from.
And the music helps as well.
The music was good. The Azonto.
Yeah, so Paddy, talk us through what you're going to be showing us today, because I'm really looking forward to it.
Right. Today I'm going to be cooking you a black-eyed bean dish with smoked haddock and bacon. Do you know, this dish is just what you need right now. It is the dish that's gone to Brazil via the African slaves, and it's become the national dish of Brazil. In Brazil they call it feijoada. So if you've ever had feijoada, this is going to be it. But I'm giving you the African version of it.
The original version.
The original version. The real deal, you know? And I'm going to be serving it up with some plantain that I've chopped, diced, and spiced, and baked in the oven. So it's warming up, and I'm going to add it to the stew, and that's what we're going to be doing. So we're going to kick off with lighting my pan first of all.
Okay, well, we'll sort that out for you.
Okay. I love your kitchen this year, Basingstoke. It's very nice.
It is, isn't it?
Very nice.
I built it all myself.
Beautiful kitchen. Okay, I'm going to run you through the ingredients, right? We've got chopped onion. There's tomato, straight out of a can or a packet. We've got the black-eyed beans. You can get 4 cans of beans, all for £1. It's not just delicious, it's inexpensive. And beans are brain food as well.
Yeah, they're so good for you. Right?
Yeah, so good for you. So I'm going to splash a little bit of oil in there, and then I'll come back and run you through the ingredients. I know we're all very careful with, you know, with our weight and with what have you, but you need, you know, when you're cooking these sauces, you have got to fry the onions, otherwise they're going to boil. So you need to do that. And if you've got too much oil, you know, just soak it up at the end. Right, so that's that. So we've got the onion, beautiful red onions, all chopped, tomatoes. We've got the king of chilies, the Scotch bonnet.
Oh, yeah.
This is the baby.
That's the
and
baby.
You know, I can see faces going, oh no. What you do with this chili is you teach it who's boss. You know, pick it, prick it, and put it in your food and allow it to infuse its flavor, because it's the only chili that's got both flavor and heat. Everything else is hot, but this has a fruity flavor. This is what you want in your food, to spice it up. Yeah? So we've got that. Then I'm going to put another spice in there you probably never heard of. It's called a Guinea pepper.
Oh, wow, what's that?
I'm going to pass that around so people can take a look. I'm going to take the food I'm going to cook with, and leave people to take a look at that. Now, it doesn't, you know, smell of much, but when you put it to chicken or it hits liquid, it'll inflate and release its aroma. And I cannot cook without that. Cannot cook without it. And then we've got some garlic as well. Garlic. We've got tomato puree. When we make our sauces, we do need tomato puree because it gives it a nice depth of flavor, you know? Right, I'll just take that up for a minute. You're getting too hot. Tomato puree. And then I've got what I call the pièce de résistance. This is prawn powder. And you're thinking, what is prawn powder? Prawn powder is prawns that are smoked and dried and crushed. Now this is to Africans what fish sauce is to the Chinese and anchovies to the Mediterranean. So you're getting what I mean. And it's ground and it gives the food an amazing flavor. And I was teaching a course at the academy where I work once, and this girl said, Oh, Patty, I see you've been in the fish shop again. It does smell like sort of fish, but it is beautiful. Okay? And then I've also got some other peppers that I might add. They're called cubebs. Now, I've been talking about these peppers for a very long time. They're black peppercorns with a little tail on it. They're called cubebs, and they're in Waitrose now, and in some of the supermarkets. They're slightly hotter than the Indian peppercorn. So, right, I'm going to put this back on there and get my onions in. Sizzle, sizzle. Now, come on, I need to hear you. You know, in a kitchen, food is all about the senses. You follow the smell of the food with your nose, and then you see it in the feast of color. And then you touch it and taste it, you know, the texture. So that's what it's all about. In you go. And now I'm just going to give it a little, break it up a bit. There we are, come on. And we've got to get our onions to brown. You know, they're sort of caramelized around the edges, nice and brown. Very much like how the Mexicans and the Asians do their onions as well. We can't have them translucent, so they've got to brown. And that brings a sweetness to the dish.
Explain to me once again what this is.
This is a spice. It's called a guinea pepper, a Kimber pepper, an Ethiopia pepper, a Senegal pepper. Wherever you find it, yes, they sort of name it after the place.
And how can you use a spice like this?
Right. I'm going to crush it.
That's the questions I'm getting.
You can just throw it into a dish, in a stew, and it'll
chop it up
soften.
and throw it in.
You can't even just crush it. I'm going to put a few here.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I've got some here. Right. I'm just going to crush that with the cubebs, the peppercorns I was talking about.
Oh, nice.
And this is a traditional pestle and mortar. This is the business. You see, you need a pestle and mortar that's got ridges so that you can crush. It's got to be abrasive. So there we go. Oh, you need to be strong for this. You need to be strong.
Do not mess with Patty.
Don't mess with me.
Not that, I mean, you're always smiling and happy and bubbly, and I think it's that kind of, you know, is it because you're doing something you love, Patty? Is that one of the reasons?
am so passionate about what I do. Whatever it is I do, I throw myself into it. I've got to love it to do it. And if you can find what you really love, you'll have an affair for a lifetime.
Oh, I love that.
A lifetime.
I love that.
And I love to cook. I did like to cook before, you know, to start off with. My mother is an amazing cook, and there's 8 of us kids. And I used to be terrified seeing her coming, thinking she's going to put me in that kitchen and make me cook something.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm going to be so hopeless. I was just scared. But
she takes over.
She realised, and she got me in, and I used to be the chopper-upper, you know, chop the onions and that sort of thing. And listen to a bit of kitchen gossip.
You see, so many great chefs started off with, you know, their families, their grandparents, their parents, being such an inspiration.
Marta Curie going in.
It's amazing how that transpires down the generations, doesn't
Very
it?
true.
Do you have any secret dishes from that's been brought down from your parents or your grandparents?
It's amazing because in Africa, because we don't normally cook from cookbooks, every family has got their take on a dish. So that could be your little secret, your little weapon.
Yeah.
And I reckon my mother's got all the weapons. Ginger, fresh ginger. I love ginger. You know, I love the peppery rush that it brings to a dish. Nice smell.
I use a peppery rush.
Yes,
I can help with this. You need some peppery rush.
Okay, come round here. I want a little bit of grinding in there. Put some of your... Put your pepper in the dish.
Finally, they have a proper chef. A real chef here. Oh,
my God.
This is my moment. Okay.
Hello.
You be careful.
Okay, no problem.
You be careful.
So,
this has got disaster.
I explained everything, okay? This lady is very good, but she asked for what you say, peppery rush.
Peppery rush.
Peppery. Make it peppery. Say it like this.
Peppery rush.
That's it.
This is my moment. This is my moment to shine. Okay, some pepper. Some pepper here. Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
I like to help. I'm here to help with this wonderful festival, huh? A round of applause for Basingstoke Festival of Food.
keep saying, stop bouncing so high, you'll end up in that oak tree.
Okay,
Sorry
so
about
we've
that,
got, that was good. That stuff happens.
Crazy tall French chef.
Isn't that good? Look at the colour of that. Just look.
Yeah, it smells
Beautiful,
divine as well.
yes.
Divine is my
Smelling
word
good.
of the day.
Now I'm going to put some garlic in there. Now the garlic I'm not going to peel. I'm just going to bash it and throw it in the dish.
Lap it.
That's it. Because the skin will come off. It's like paper, really. So the spices are all going in there with it.
Not letting anything go to waste.
Nothing is wasted. You know, in Ghana, my mum would open a can of tomatoes, pour it out, and then she'd put water in the can and rinse that out and add that as well. You know, she paid for it. Why waste it?
I do that when I'm washing up.
Okay.
It smells marvellous, it really does.
Oh, that is nice. Now you wait till I put the dried prawns in.
Ooh. Remind us again what this dish is called.
Black-eyed beans with smoked fish and bacon. You can use salt fish. I mean, traditionally we use salt fish.
Yeah.
You have to soak that beforehand.
Yeah.
And you can find that in supermarkets and the World Food Aisle. It's fantastic. And I've got smoked haddock because I've got half an hour and I want to be quick.
Yeah, well, listen,
Same thing?
we can be, honestly,
Same thing.
we've got plenty of time.
Oh, can you smell that,
enjoy this.
Jason?
Oh, it's just keeling over in
You know,
hunger.
my postman, when I'm cooking a lot of these sauces and dishes, Ghanaian
He turns
dishes,
up when you're cooking, is it?
he puts the letters in the door, he walks down, and he comes back and knocks on the window and says, what is it you cook?
Really?
Because the aroma wafting down the street. Fab, fab, fab. Now, the one thing the British left in West Africa was Worcester sauce. And we love it. So there's going to be a little bit of Worcester sauce going on in there.
I love a bit of Worcester sauce.
Very nice. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, the aroma alone, you know. I love the kitchen for the aroma and the spices.
Well, yeah.
I run a course on spices at the academy, and it's just amazing how many spices are about now, what you can get, what you can use. And I have a story on sesame seeds, because sesame seeds are from a shrub in West Africa and the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
Now, you can get so many different colours of sesame seeds. Let's see, I'll leave that. I've got a habit of just stirring, so I'll leave you to cook. And when they're husked, because you've got the black, you've got the yellow, you've got the brown, you've got the red, when they're husked, they're white, so we're used to seeing the white. Now, they always pick them before they fully ripen. Otherwise, sesame seeds will shatter. Hence the expression, open sesame.
Oh, really? I never knew that.
There you go. You learn something new every day. I'll leave that in Basingstoke, okay?
I thought it was Alibaba that said that.
No. Now, in goes my Scotch bonnet, okay? So I'm going to prick this chilli.
Do you know what? It's much better using those for addition,
Indigos.
not just eating them when you come in from the pub, isn't it? And,
I tell you what,
try and
I
impress your
cooked the
friends.
dish once, okay? And I forgot to take the Scotch bonnet out. And I was chatting with my husband, and I looked at him and I thought, he's looking a bit funny.
looks a bit pale.
And he's like, I thought, God. And I thought, where are the insurance papers? I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh dear.
unfortunately, he can't say anything because he's the cameraman.
Yeah.
For now. So you're going to take
He
that
lived to
shot?
tell the tale.
You're going to take that out then afterwards, are you? You're just gonna
Yes, we
leave
take
it-
that out afterwards.
Oh, I
Just
see.
leave it in there, you know.
Just for
A
some
little
added
bit of,
spice and
little bit
flavour.
of water, then a little splash of water to loosen the sauce a bit. Now, I'm not going to put any salt in here because I've got bacon that's going in there and smoked haddock. I met a lady this morning, she must be here somewhere, she loves smoked haddock. She said, Patty, you've got beans and you've got smoked haddock. You've won me over. So in goes the smoked haddock. And that cooks in no time at all. No time. Now, you can use beef for this dish. You can use pork. You can use whatever, but I love it with fish. Traditionally, it's fish, you know, and I'm going to put a little bit of the bacon in there as well. Lovely.
Well, the last time I saw you, what did you cook that time? Do you remember?
It was a peanut butter soup, chicken peanut butter soup.
Yes. I ate the whole
And
thing.
I can remember you saying, Patty, the flavours are kicking in and out of every mouthful. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember I was behind the back of the tent, just hiding from everyone, eating it all by myself.
Very delicious dish.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a chicken korma.
Yeah.
You know.
But with a little bit more, but more sort of more going on.
Exactly, because it's got the ginger, the chili, the garlic, the pepper, and the guinea peppers as well.
Oh, it's lovely.
And that's another one. We were cooking that at the academy where I work, and all the guests that were there went and kept stirring the pot, and we lost the Scotch bonnet. I thought, my God, am I going to serve this? You know. So we took the pot to a corner and we searched it. It was sitting in the corner of the dish, you know, fished it out and thought, thank God for that. And in go the beans. Now, I do suppers in Harpenden in a wine shop, in the cellar of a wine shop. And this is the starter. And the lady there calls it posh baked beans. She just loves it. Really is beautiful. You can crush the beans a bit, you know,